Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Reality and Lifestyle TV once again this morning, absolute evening. I don't know wherever you're watching me from, and I hope you enjoyed our last video. And welcome to another video. This segment is going to be very interesting. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Click on the like button and the notification bell, and also share the video because someone out there is going to love the video and going to learn one or two things from there. And also thank you so much for my subscribers so far. I love you all. Today, straightforward, we're talking about depression. This thing, depression, my God, it's terrible. It's more than HIV. It's more than any kind of disease that kills fast. Sincerely. Depression, we have depression in marriages, we have depression in relationships, we have depression in jobs, we have depression in businesses, in our children, in different areas. But are we talking about depression in marriage and relationship? Do you know that normally there are ups and downs in marriages? There is definitely one or two misunderstandings. But when it's now becoming something that leads to depression, it's a dangerous path to trend on. When you feel that the world is coming to an end and you feel like the happiness is not there the way it used to be, then something is wrong. So instead for you to fall into depression, it's better you tackle it. Lately you might be suspecting one or two changes in your marriages or your relationship. You see your spouse having a change of character. You see yourself not giving in all your best anymore. You feel like things don't look the way it used to be. Even the feelings you have for each other starts kind of dying down, sexually, morally, in many aspects. You should know that depression is coming in gradually. And what are the signs of depression? One, you always feel anxious. You feel so nervous when you're with your partner or when your partner is around. That anxiousness is just all over you. So you have difficulty in concentrating. You can't concentrate. You find it very difficult to concentrate. You feel sad most times and hopeless. Sometimes you'll be like, let me run out of this marriage or relationship. My brother, my sister, that's a signs of depression. You feel irritated when you see your partner. There are some times when you see your partner, and normally sometimes when you are angry at your partner, you feel irritated. But when it's becoming a thing of all the time, that anytime you see your partner, you feel irritated, you don't feel like seeing him, you should know that something is going wrong. And when you always have sleepless times, you should know that you are depressed. Many things are going wrong. You can't sleep. And you can't, if you sleep, you start even having nightmares. You should know that something is wrong. Something is wrong. Depression is trying to come. Every time you don't even have appetite to eat. When you are not happy, definitely you can't eat. It is when you are happy, you see a woman go to kitchen, cook different kind of meals. Ah, my God, the caterer you have never been before, you start practicing it. Depression is real. And when you start experiencing suicidal thoughts, like, I just feel like killing myself, I just feel like hanging myself, I feel like jumping in the lagoon, I just feel like I shouldn't be existing. When you start experiencing such, my brother, my sister, depression has come in the picture. When you also see that your partner or you prefer spending more time out than home, being home with your partner, having fun together, spending time together, you don't feel the interest, you should know that depression is already at the door or is even inside the house already. When you see that, when in terms of sexual activity, you don't feel that feelings, you don't have that feelings, you don't even wish to, you know that depression is there. A lot and a lot. This is really going on in so many marriages, in so many relationships today. You see many people come out there looking good, but there are so many that are sad inward. Look at the instance of this lady, the singer Sinachi. She died of depression. And apart from that, do you know that it is not until your partner beats you that you face depression? There are some treatments that is even worse than beating. They don't need to lay hands on you before you feel depressed. There are some characters that your partner will possess, will show you depression will come automatically. You don't need to be beaten. If you are finding yourself in all these situations, it is right time you take the next step. First, there are different types of steps. And apart from maybe your partner and all that, do you know that old age, when someone is getting advanced also, depression also do come, is a normal thing. That is, many marriages also face depression when at old age you start seeing the partners behaving in an irritating way, and that also causes depression for some. But that is not what we are talking about. We're talking about the young stars in their marriages, the young ones that are still coming up in their marriages. How do we help out? If you find yourself in one of those signs, in those symptoms, one, try to get a therapist. Try to go for counseling. I believe those things will help out seriously. Either you go to a therapist, go for counseling in your church, or from marriage counselors also. But when you see that the issue is beyond this, you should know that you go spiritual. If you are a Christian, you buckle your belt. Buckle that belt for prayers. Buckle that belt for fasting. Buckle that belt to break whatever it is. Do you know that some attitude are spirits? Most attitudes that you see are spirits. They control the inner body. That is why you see different kind of characters. You pray it out and you see settlement. If you are a Muslim, you pray it out. What I know mostly causes all this depression is a spirit that tries to control the marriage to break it. When you see depression, depression breaks marriages and relationships. It breaks it. If you can't fix it through therapy, through counseling, then you fix it spiritually, and you will see that you will conquer. It might not be instantly, it might take time, but know that your marriage is worth waiting for. If you never cherished it in the first place, you wouldn't enter into it. Whatever it is worth waiting for. As long, I repeat, as long it is not beating that causes that depression. Because any marriages that enters through domestic violence, I won't tell you stay there. The choice is yours. But me, I won't tell you stay there if the domestic violence is out of hand. Depression is real. watch out. And also, apart from that, learn to speak out. There are people that they might not be counselors, they might not be therapists, they might not be your pastor, but they are knowledgeable to advise you how to go. There should be somebody you take as a mentor in your marriage. Learn to speak out. Stop dying in silence. Because the moment you start dying in silence, then you are dying gradually. The funniest thing is that if anything should happen to you tomorrow, there are 1001 men or women that will climb your grave and pass, and someone else will take over that home that you are protecting. Be wise. See you in my next